Fun fact, I am a certified lover girl, and that means that I live for the month of February. So in today's video, I might be a little bit more excited than typical because not only am I going to be sharing our February monthly budget, our February financial goals, tasks, to-dos, things of the sort, but I'm also going to be sharing some of the events and happenings for the month of February that I had to take into consideration as I was creating this budget. And I'm just happy to be talking about these February events and happenings because they really just give me life. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I already told you what we're about to do, so let's just go ahead and jump into it. Let's talk about the February events first. So if you are not new here, then you know that my little cousin, one of my little cousins, plays college basketball, and he's like a closer little cousin to me. I don't know every family member that plays the sport, you know, kind of thing, but he actually ends up playing games that are close to where we live in Georgia, and so we like to go to them if we can. I have 3 friends who have birthdays in February, and then I also have a friend who has a birthday in January, and so I feel like January and February are quite top heavy. It's also interesting that I've been living in Georgia for literally 10 years, and apparently I only know how to make friends who start out as coworkers, and the 2 friends that I had as coworkers for a long time who we then transitioned into being friends, both have February birthdays that are like a week apart. And then my friend's husband also has a birthday in February. So it's just wild. I have a book club meeting in February. We have counseling in February. Valentine's Day is in February. Little Louisiana Fest is taking place in more cities than Louisiana. That probably means nothing to you, but before this year, before this year, Lil Wayne would put on an annual fest in his home state of Louisiana, in his home city of New Orleans, and it was called Louisiana Fest, which is an awesome play on words. But since the Hot Boys have reunited, which they did at the actual Louisiana Fest in Louisiana, they have been taking their talents all across the United States. So basically, there's going to be a Lil Wayne concert / Hot Boys reunion / Louisiana Fest Part 4 happening in North Carolina, and I'm probably going to be there. All of that to say, yes, this will be like my 16th Lil Wayne concert, but how could I not go to see the Hot Boys reunited? Like, to me, that would be crazy. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to go. In fact, I feel like I should buy the tickets right now. Even if I have to be in the nosebleed, which I'm not a sit in the nose. Like, if I can't see the people that I'm going to see for real, I don't actually want to go. We'll see. Anyway, I'll probably be there. Also, we have Super Bowl Sunday in February. We have President's Day, which doesn't mean a whole lot, but I get off of work, so that's a lot. I'm going to a bookish meetup. It's pretty much like a crafting book event. I'm a part of a planner and crafter group, and we have like a spin-off group for readers, and so I'll be going to that. That's fun. That's going to be like romance themed, so that's cute. I told you my friend's husband has a birthday, and that really just means a lot, or means anything, because I got an invite to the party. And we started doing, we went to literally one birthday dinner with our family a couple days ago for my cousin's birthday, and we were like, somebody was like, we should start doing this more often, and I'm like, well, let's just do it more often. It's really, I am not a talker. It's probably one of my toxic traits. You're not here to hear about my toxic traits, but I don't do too much talking. Like, if you say to me, Shay, do you want to go to Dubai next week? I'd be like, okay, like, when are we staying? What flight do I need to book? I'm ready to go. I don't do too much talking. It's either we do or we don't. So I'm like, well, let's do it. And so we sat and we talked. We picked a date. We picked a restaurant and like a little theme and all that, and so that's supposed to happen in February. And then also on that same day after the family dinner, there's this comedy show that I have on my calendar that we may go to. So those are the happenings for the month of February. Let's talk about our goals, tasks, and to-dos. Okay, first of all, we want to save $2,000, which will make sense when you see our budget. We want to invest 15% of our paychecks at work, which is a monthly goal of ours. The goal is to increase it one of these days. And to me, it seems almost natural to do it when we get raises. But I mean, I did recently get a raise because we work in public education, so we get a raise every year. It's just like not that big of a deal. It's not too much. It's not a lot. Okay, that's all I'm saying. It's truly just like a couple dollars per paychecks. I'm talking about if we switch jobs or get some kind of significant raise, the hope would be to, you know, invest more than 15%. We have to pay our monthly credit card bill in February like we do every month because we use our credit card and then we pay it every month. Then I need to purchase my book club books. I'm in 2 book clubs, technically 3 now, and sometimes I have to purchase books. So I have that on here. I have been wearing my hair straight, which is wild. So I need to book a hair appointment for February. I'm going every like 6 to 8 weeks-ish. So that's kind of how I know I need to book one in February. My last appointment was, I think, this month in January or like the tail end of December, something like that. I need to possibly book a laser hair appointment touch-up, which is something I've been having on my list of things to do for millennia. I need to schedule the OBGYN, which is also something that's been on here for millennia, just for like a regular checkup. I'll need to turn in my work mileage from January. I have on here RAKs. I have been really diligent in the last couple of months with doing random acts of kindness. And I like for the random act of kindness to be exceptionally random and exceptionally kind. Like not just me picking up some Kool-Aid. I don't know why I said Kool-Aid. I haven't drank Kool-Aid. I don't even know why that came to mind. But not me just like picking up some random something from the store and taking it to somebody or making somebody a meal or covering somebody's meal or like not anything like that, because I'm going to do those anyway. But I've been trying to do something extraordinary every month. And so it could be more than one thing, but yeah, I want to do some of those in February. As I mentioned, I have friends' birthdays in February. One is actually having a party and she's having like a pre-party and we don't have to take anything to the pre-party or party. So I'm gonna get her a gift and I already know what I want to get her. So I need to order that. Her birthday is at the end of February. I have another friend who has a birthday and she never has a party or anything. And she basically wants to go to, I think, dinner and like this wine tasting thing. So I'll probably buy the dinner and cover the dinner and then cover the wine tasting ticket for her. Then I have another friend who has a birthday in February. I don't really care that, I've never really cared that much about buying people birthday gifts. Like if I feel called to do it, then I do it. It's the same thing with Christmas or anything else. If I feel called to do it, then I'll do it. But I am not like, you may not get, we could be the best of friends. You might not get a birthday gift from me each year because I don't really care that much. Yes, I'll celebrate you in some kind of way. Like when my friend came down for her birthday last weekend, I paid for everything the whole entire day and I bought her like some little things she likes, like little cupcakes. She likes nothing but cakes. And I bought some decorations and decorated the guest bedroom and like little things like that. But like physically giving a gift is not really my thing. So all of that to say, I may send my friend a gift. We'll have to see. And then I'm also going to my friend's husband's birthday party. Again, I don't really, like, I went to their Christmas party and I took them both the gift. So like, I might not take him a gift this time. I might see if I can cover something while we're out or something. Just depends on what I feel like doing. I pretty much like operate in accordance to my finances. So I know that's a tough pill for some people to swallow, but if my money ain't really looking like I would like for it to look in any given month, then I just can't do certain things, and that would include birthdays and Christmas gifts and stuff like that. We are going to counseling in February, so we'll have to pay for that. I mentioned purchasing the wine tasting tickets. I am going to throw my husband a Super Bowl party, which I kind of do every year. It's literally just him. I am going to make like 3 or 4 different little finger foods and decorate and throw my husband a Super Bowl party. Possibly buying the Louisiana Fest Hot Boys reunion Lil Wayne concert tickets. At our March 1st book club meeting, we plan to do something that I can't talk about publicly, although I'll talk about it afterwards. It's just something that the person can't know about. So I need to prep for that. And then also my dog has to have a comprehensive exam in March. So I'll probably schedule that in February. I need to request my W-2s, which I've been needing to do for a while. Submit them. I don't know what stops me from doing this, but I need to just do it. And then also I'm going to a planner event in March, and I'm gonna take some table mate gifts. So I want to maybe start at least trying to figure out what I'm going to take by February. If nothing, you know, at least by the end of February. So those are all of our financial goals, tasks, and to-dos. It's a lot, but I love it. I love February. Let's talk about our monthly budget. By the way, I have the Viral crisscross chair and I live for it. It's like a super wide, the seat is literally like this wide. I'm sitting crisscross right now. I love it. Like, it's probably one of the best purchases that I've made in a long time. You know how some things that go viral probably aren't really worth purchasing? This is worth purchasing. Highly recommend if you like sitting crisscross. Applesauce. Our gym bill for me and my husband is going to be $62 even, assuming it doesn't go up. Normally it goes up in January, so I think we're good for February. We have 3 cars, 1 car payment, which I think I lied in my previous video. I said the car, if we never put any additional money towards the car to pay down the loan sooner, I said that the car would be naturally paid off in 2 years. I lied. It would be naturally paid off at the end of next year. Once I realized that, I was thinking, oh, do we really need to put an additional $5,000 towards it then to pay it off this year, or just naturally pay it off next year? At this point, doesn't really matter. We'll probably save like $12 in interest. Who knows? I'll have to do the math. Our electricity bill did come in. It's going to be due at $223.48. We've been having snow and winter storms and cold fronts here in Georgia. Normally in the winter, our electricity bill would not be that high because we would not even be running our unit at all because it's normally not cold enough for us to need to do so. So that just goes to show how cold it's been in the South. We've even had like 3 or 4 e-learning days. And then we had the hurricane. It's been a lot down here. I need to take my end back up north. Next we have cable, which is actually Sling TV. That recently went up, which is annoying. It went from $40 to $45.99. My husband said that they can count their days, so hopefully he sticks to that and we can cancel it because I just feel like that's a lot. Next we have our internet, which is also recently gone up. It's $85.30. Our lawn/pest control also recently went up. Internet went up from $80.30 to $85.30. Lawn/pest went up from 80 even to 85 even. Something else has gone up too, which is crazy. Everything's going up around this time of year. Our mortgage is going to be $1,672.40. That normally goes up in May, so that'll probably be next. We are now paying for SiriusXM every month as opposed to every 6 months, and that is going to be $8.49. That's for SiriusXM for our one new car, the one that's financed. Low-key, I could probably cancel it because I have been listening to audiobooks in the car and not listening to SiriusXM, which is how you know I have grown up, because I never thought the day would come that I would give up my SiriusXM. I have had any car that I've ever had that allowed for it. I have had SiriusXM. I love it. So obsessed. But I've been listening to audiobooks now, which is crazy. Water/sewer, I do not know yet. The bill has not come in. Won't for who knows how long. So I'm going to budget $85. Amazon Music is going to be $9.99. I haven't been listening to music literally at all because I've been listening to audiobooks. For reference, I have listened to 17 and a half audiobooks since December the 1st. So not even 2 months ago. That's how locked in audiobooks and I have been. So the cool thing is, speaking of audiobooks, Amazon Music recently partnered with Audible. And so if you have Amazon Music, then you will get 1 Audible credit per month. Next up, we have security for our home. That is $52.14 each month. Life insurance for the both of us, $42.19. Pet plan recently went up from $63.55 to $65.55. Netflix each month is $6.99. We are going to budget $2,000 for savings, and then, which is our goal every month, and then that would leave $1,750 for shopping. Shopping is going to include everything that you do not see. So when people are like, well, what about gas for your car? And what about date nights and groceries, dog food, dog treats, eating out, dog clothes, human shoes, books, you name it, our personal allowances, any of that is supposed to come from our shopping budget. The cool thing is, as you see, we budget off of about $6,500 per month. That is the bare minimum amount that we know that we will bring in each month. So that's what we budget off of. And the cool thing is, with side hustles, social media, which is a side hustle, all of that, we are able to earn more money, which means that we can spend more on shopping things. That's where the random acts of kindness typically come from as well, unless it's some major one, like a huge random act of kindness, which I haven't done a huge one since I've been starting back up doing these random acts of kindness, but that's where that money would come from. But if we earn more, then we can do more shopping, or we can do more saving, we can do more investing, so on and so forth. So that is going to be our February budget. One thing that just popped into my head is that taxes are due in April. So probably should start working on them in February. It's a little bit out of my control. I feel like it just depends on when all of the documents, the W-2s, the 1099s, and all of that are mailed to us. Like every time I work with a brand, anytime you earn more than $600, then that company or employer is supposed to send you a tax form, be it a 1099 or what have you. And so every brand that I work with pays more than $600. So I get a lot of 1099s from every single one of these companies. And I just wait for them all to either come in the mail or they will email me. So I've gotten a few, but I know I have a lot more to get. So we'll see when that takes place. But I should probably start at least working on getting our taxes together in February. But realistically, since we don't have to file until April, then March is kind of like the deadline. Like mid-March, we need to definitely have gone to our CPA and filed our taxes. And when he does it, it normally takes like a week, and then we know how much we owe. Well, last year we randomly got a refund, which was wild. So that would be crazy if we got another one. But normally we owe. But I'm rooting for breaking even, which is the goal, or getting a refund. I mean, I never want to owe, even though we typically do, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. But I'm not going to add that to my to-do list, I don't think. If I start working on it, cool, but I just know it's something that definitely needs to happen by like mid-March. Okay, so that's going to be it for today's video. That is everything that is coming down the pipes for us for the month of February that we know as of right now. Surely things will change. Surely I may have to tweak the budget here or there, but that's the plan going into February. And should we stick to the plan, just like every other month, will be golden. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give this video a like, subscribe if you're new, and if you're liking what you're seeing, and I will catch you guys right back here in a few days in a brand new video. Bye guys.